Chapter 27 of The Adventures of Puss in Boots, Jr. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Jen Broda. The Adventures of Puss in Boots, Jr. by David Cory. Puss buys a pair of boots made for his famous sire. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy. Puss Jr. stood before a little shop. In the window was this sign. "Too bad," said Puss to himself. "He had such a nice little store." "He did that," cried a voice. Puss looked up and saw a little old woman. On her head was a queer green bonnet, and over her shoulders hung a faded red shawl. "Are you Mrs. Grundy?" asked Puss. For some reason he felt sure it was, so he was not at all surprised when she answered yes. "And do you still run the little shop?" he asked. "Yes, my good Sir Cat," she replied. "And I have a very fine pair of red-topped boots which I would like to sell to you." "I guess I need a new pair," said Puss Jr., looking down at his own. There was a big hole in the toe of one, and the other was minus a heel. "Walk in," said little old Mrs. Grundy, "and you may try them on." Puss followed her into the store and sat down. Mrs. Grundy climbed up a little step-ladder and took down a box from the top shelf. "This pair of boots," she said, "was made once upon a time, very long ago, for a very famous cat whose name was Puss in Boots." At these words Puss Jr. jumped off his seat and threw his paws around Mrs. Grundy. "Gracious me!" she cried. "What are you doing?" "Oh, my dear madam," cried Puss, "the famous cat you mention is my father. I am Puss in Boots, Jr." "Is that possible?" exclaimed Mrs. Grundy, letting the box fall with a bang to the floor. "Is that possible? I am so glad that I saved these boots all these years, and to think that his son will wear them," she added, sitting down in her excitement. "But I don't care much about the boots," cried Puss Jr. "I want so badly to find my father. Can't you tell me where he lives?" Mrs. Grundy looked puzzled. "I did know, my little friend," she replied, "but I have clean forgotten now. Indeed I have," she added in a sympathetic voice, seeing how disappointed poor little Puss looked. "Just the same, I will pay you well for the boots," said Puss Jr., "and be on my way at once. No one can tell what each day may bring, and I might find my father, although it grieves me to think you have forgotten just where he lives." End of chapter 27. Recording by Jen Broda.